I want to see you win. I want to see you absolutely smash every single dream you have. I want to see you overcome all of the barriers you face, and I want to see you succeed. I'm your biggest fan, your top supporter, and I'll be with you every single step of the way. You're destined for greatness, with or without me, and I want to see you achieve. Your potential is limitless, and your determination is inspiring. Keep striving for your goals, and I'll continue to cheer you on.
Hello y'all, welcome to my channel. Again, my name is Shlitz Golden, preferred to be called Deborah. As I said before, one day I'll tell you about that name, Deborah. I think I have a video though that states why I have that name as my preferred name. It is indeed my spiritual name, and I don't mind it being used in the physical as well. So, welcome to this channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching it, and there's so much that we can learn and know and understand. So at the beginning of this video, you saw two lovely books cover. One looked like fire and the other one looked like the peaceful color blue. Those are actually my newest creation. They're my dream journals. The blue one is available on Amazon. I'm going to leave the link below and you can go get your copy. Whenever you get your copy, wherever you are in the world, please take a picture of it and send it to me. If you don't mind me posting it on my page and showing others that you got your copy. I always do that, even with my first book. I have so many other books that I'm working on. Just a matter of time before they're out. I am not doing a lot of book opening activities. I'm going to wait until I get out a certain number of books, and then I do a what you call it, I am a lump sum book opening activity or service rather, and that is a date to be announced. But anyways, anywho, thank you so much for being here. As you can see from the video that I'm walking and I'm showing you the peaceful serenity, the peaceful scene of the pond close to where I live. And you'll be seeing grass and you'll be seeing, lots of stuff and stuff like that. So I just want to talk to you a little bit today about forgiveness. I want to talk about forgiveness and the importance of forgiveness and the fact that there is going to come a time in life when, yes, God will agree that you forgive, but there's a time when His ways please you, He will tell you to stop. Quite a while ago, that was when I was like in my teenager years, and I got saved. I had a friend. I had a friend, but before she became my friend, we were actually like church sisters together in the same church. And, we were there together and, young people, the first position I assumed was I was a youth secretary at one point, then secretary treasurer, then youth president. And, we were just there. And as young people, we had our Friday evening youth service where we had services like Sword in Hand, different youth activities. And we used to meet up every Friday night for youth service. On the Friday nights, we wouldn't meet up is unless our pastor had other events and that the youth department is, we need to go sing or to do some type of skit or something. But for the most part, our set time to meet was every Friday evening. And so, as young people, I had a friend among the lot that I was closer than more than anybody else. So we were friends, but to be honest, I tend to think that sometimes I am so naive. Sometimes someone may not like me and I may not know or notice that they don't like me. They'll talk to me and I'm not even thinking that they don't like me because I'm that naive sometimes, and sometimes it's not completely naive, but sometimes when you have a heart of love you're really not thinking of anything negative, you're really not thinking of anything bad. And so this young lady and I were friends to the point where I went to Teachers College. She also went to Teachers College. But there were certain events and persons that would have noticed that she just didn't like me. After a while, we even got our houses in the same place, right there in Jamaica. We both of us bought land, we built our houses. And at one point I thought to myself that all of the things that was happening, all of the dislike that she had for me, I thought at one point that, we're adults now, probably that was just a teenage fever, we're adults and it would be over. But there were things that she did. Right? There are things that she did these things that she did, it was clear that she didn't like me. And then it was not just what she did, but it was the things that she would confess to, she would confess to. I remember when I got pregnant with my son. I wasn't married at the time. Some of you, if you have read my book, you'd have read and known that I got pregnant with my son. I was in the church. I was not married or anything. But in my early stage of pregnancy, I attended her wedding. Yeah, I attended her wedding. And upon attending her wedding, I noticed that while I was there, even for the bridal shower, there were some young ladies there laughing at me, and mocking me. And behind the scene, I knew that one of the young ladies who was laughing at me and mocking me and saying, "You're pregnant," or, "You're a breed," or, the young lady was very, very, very rude. At that time, I was just in my second year in teaching. And, the young lady who didn't like me, she was the one who would be behind the scene prompting the other one, and when they say things rude, she would laugh. Although I'm on a bridal party, and I would overlook those things, and I would continue to be her friend. Even when things happen, and people are talking about it, they would say, "Boy, so and so really don't like this girl." 'Cause it was even clear to others, but I was so forgiving, always forgiving her for what she did. Even when she did the worst things to me, I would forgive her. I would continue to be her friend, even when she did the worst things. And I was doing that from a genuine heart. Let me say something to you guys. Sometimes there are folks around you that don't like you. They'll just look at you, and for whatever reason, they don't like you. It can be a friend. It can be a sibling. It can be just somebody we don't even know, casual, and they just don't like you, but she's always talking about, I'm always getting things before her, and she will be somewhere a long time, and she's not getting that blessing. And as I come, I will get it, and everybody love me. And sorry guys. And she talk about the anointing that God gave me and why couldn't God give her that anointing. But this young lady, she was so good at singing. She was a very good singer. She was so good at singing. And she would sing to the glory of God. And, to be honest, I'm someone who, in those days, I could sing. I don't really show much interest in singing really like that anymore. But I still do sing, and I still do love to sing. Not for any other person, but for my own worship sessions and purpose. But this young lady, she had this gift, but although she had this gift, she couldn't appreciate her gift enough because she was always looking at me, looking at what I was getting, just looking at me getting this and getting that. And I remember I came to a point in life where I went abroad one day. And I mean, this young lady keep doing, and she keep doing, and people would come to me and they say, "You don't see so and so do whatever," and I would say to them, "No, it's okay, don't worry about it." I remember one day, guys, I was in fasting at church. It was a fasting season at church, and I was in fasting and prayer. And knowing me, being this type of person who is gifted to see things, at that point, it's like I saw her somewhere talking to somebody about me, and I could tell everything that they were saying. I mean, I was in church praying, I slept off a little, and I saw a vision where she was talking to somebody, and I heard everything she was telling the person. And when I came back to, I said, "Wow, what a vision." I didn't mention it to anybody. And I remember one day, and what she was saying to the person was so mean. And I didn't say anything at all. And I remember one day she confessed out everything. And I said to her, before you go any further, I'm going to tell you what you were wearing and where you were. And I started telling her what she was wearing and where she was. And, she was saying, how did you know? I said, the very day you did it, I saw it in a vision. I was in church praying and I saw it in a vision. But God tell me to forgive you. And I remember one day, y'all, it come to a point now where we got older. I got married. She got married. She was married before me, and I had my kids. After I had my second daughter, I came to America. I was still there teaching in Jamaica. But when I came up, guys, I came here and my mom gave me something to give to her. But whatever my mom gave me to give to her, when I went back to Jamaica, I was so busy. I had told her about it, but I was so busy. I couldn't get the chance to give it to her yet. But I knew that. I said to her, this is the day that I'm going to be home. Right? And I remember at one point I offered it to her. I said to her, do you want me to leave it at a certain point and you get it? So that if anything, you'll get it and whatever. And she said, no, you come from far and I want to see you, whatever. And I remember one day that young lady called. It happened that I didn't get to see her as quick as she would hope that I would see her. Because every time I'm to see her, it's like it's not working out. I was so busy. I was running up and down because I never had a long time before I returned to work. So I was trying, I had kids. So I was trying to get my kids uniform together and every little thing. And that young lady called and she cursed me. There was nothing left. Americans would say she cussed. Guys, that young lady cursed me from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet. There was nothing, even some stuff she said. She even went as far as saying, that's why your husband left you. And when I heard her now, I listened to everything she said. And I said, God, just like you, John, I went before God after she finished. And I said to her, I'll talk to you later. Because in the heat of the moment, I couldn't talk to her. I went, days after I went on my knees. And, I was praying. And I was about to say to God, God, you know what so-and-so did. I'm going to ask you to forgive her. And I heard the Lord said to me, that is it. The Lord said to me, that is the last straw she will draw. You have pleased me, my daughter. This is exactly what the Lord said to me. The Lord said, she has done a lot. You knew she was doing it. Yet you never cursed her. Yet you never fight her. Yet you never had one bad heart or blood towards her. And she had done numerous things. You had forgiven her. But this is where I'm going to tell you to cut it off. Guys, when I heard that in my spirit and I knew it was God, I let go same time and I burst in tears and I said, God, if that's what you want me to do, that's what I'm gonna do. She got the bag, she got the item, she got the gift. I made sure she got it, but that was the last time that any friendship existed between us. No, don't get me wrong. If I see her on the road and she say hello to me, I'll talk to her. And as I'm doing this video, I'm going to say to you that a lot of times we're around people who are liars, people who don't like you, people who will tell lies, so much lies on you. And when they'll tell lies, and you will know they're telling a lie, and you know they have a bad blood towards you. You are aware of it, and they hug you, they smile with you, and you know what's going on. But you have no bad heart, no envy, no grudge in you towards a person, and you continue to please God with a heart of forgiveness. But there comes a time when God is going to say, that is enough. There comes a time when God is going to say, listen, you have done your part. You have done your best. You can't fix this person. So you got to move on. And that was where I moved on. God gave me the okay to move on. Don't get it wrong. God didn't give me the okay to keep malice. No. Because if I see her somewhere, I would say hello. If I have to help her, I would help her. But the Lord gave me that peace that my daughter, it is okay for you to move on. Enough is enough. And that was it. And believe you me, I was so I felt the peace, I felt the flood of tears, I felt like a burden lift off me. This was somebody who I had as friends for over 10 years. I think it was about 20 years. We were friends, 20 or 28 years. We were a friend. And God said, listen, that was enough, or that is enough. So guys, let me tell you, you'll come across those people who they don't have that love and they pretend to like you. Forgive them, but there comes a point when you're genuine, when God is gonna tell you that enough is enough. Please remember to go in my description link and click on my book, click on my link and go buy your journal. Go buy your journal. I am not the fire color one is not ready just yet, but the blue color one is all ready. Go ahead and buy your journal. Remember to write and record those dreams, pray over them. You need to record your dreams because your dreams are your eyes for the future, and whatever happened in the past, your dreams will help you to make sense of the past, make sense of the now, and make sense of the future. So that's just my little story for today. I have so much story that when I was growing up, mom called me storyteller. So I have so much stories, but that was just one that I want to share with you today to let you know that when God said enough is enough, when it comes down to forgiveness, enough is enough. You will always forgive, but there comes a time when God said enough is enough. So there's my beautiful journal, y'all. Go ahead, click in the description link and get your journal. Subscribe and share my video. God bless you. God bless you.